What up, chat? How we doing? How y'all doing? What up, Elvo, Spencer, Moon, Victoria, DLP, David, Zach, Trader Jomo, Adam, Knob, 3D. How y'all doing? What up, David? Appreciate the happy birthday, guys. Appreciate it. By the way, chat, today, we got a bunch of giveaways to do. How old you turned today? 29. We got a bunch of giveaways to do for you guys. So stay tuned. We'll be doing them throughout the stream. We'll see. Happy 40th B-Day, my G. Appreciate you, Taylor. Appreciate you. Balaji, I ain't got that kind of pull. We would need an affiliate, or we would need a prop firm to reach out if we're doing that kind of giveaway. You're almost old. Another year the grays start coming in. David, because of trading, I've had grays since I was like trading 23. I've had grays since I was 24. It came first year. Appreciate the happy birthdays, guys. Appreciate it. See if we can get something interesting this stream. Obviously, I'm not going to, I'm not going aggressive, but we'll still be trading. We'll still be looking at some charts. Appreciate you, Poison. Thank you. Thank you, Alan. Big 40. I mean, if I'm 40, I'm looking pretty damn good for 40, I'll be honest. Not to like hype myself up at all, but not looking too shabby for 40. Unk status? No. I got a year. I got 1 year, then you can start calling me that. Where's the promise? Pink hair and 150 giveaways. Vish, I'm going to need proof that either of those were promised, because I don't think either were. I'll be 29 in August. I feel it. Yeah. Yeah. My one buddy has a birthday 11 days after me, and every year he calls me and tells me how old as shit I am. And like his birthday is literally in 11 days. And he does it every single year. Appreciate you, Aaron. We'll see what we can catch. We'll see what's going on. See, honestly, Vish, I'm surprised no one's made that AI yet. Is that a birthday cocktail? It's a birthday coffee. I treat myself fueling my caffeine addiction. That's what I do for my birthday. Chat, what are we feeling today? We going for a daily consolidation, or are we going for a break of the lows? How are we feeling? Because this could be a high. If it is. I don't like the last hourly, though, which is unfortunate. Also, something we need to kind of realize with expectations is tomorrow's fucking FOMC. So we'll see what's going on. I can tell you right now, I will not be trading New York tomorrow. I'll probably be present for Jake's stream, and then I am not even going to exist near the charts until after FOMC. Because that just doesn't sound like a good time. It doesn't. There's going to be a lot of you little degens that full port FOMC. I don't do that. I hate trading that day in general. I'm shorting NQ since New York end. Okay, so you're in from down here. Basically the Asia Open. I have two probabilities that I'm looking at. And I'm going to give it a few minutes, then we'll dive into it a little bit more. And we'll start kicking things off. By the way, I tried to figure out some fun giveaways. I couldn't really figure it out yet. So we'll work on it in the future. You think we recover midway into today's range? Go take go. That is one of the expectations that I'm looking for. That is one of them. There's going to be two situations that I can see playing out. It's just going to be what are we kind of leaning towards? Because we are right at that 600 area that we talked about yesterday. The craziest part is that short we talked about took, if obviously you got in later, took all freaking day to finally hit around 11:45 before it finally hit. Yeah, Polar Bear, and it's not even crazy talking about recovery with this because it's not like we had a huge bearish day. The biggest thing is that RTY is obviously a little bit weaker. It is retesting this support though, and then we have NQ, which did spike the daily highs. Other than that, it's a one-day consolidation. You also have to remember we have a short week. So we have FOMC tomorrow, and then Thursday's it. Thursday's the last day. I don't even know if we're streaming Thursday night, but I doubt it because we have a half day and I guarantee you it's going to be super low volatility. Super low. Let's get some eval degeneracy going on. Guile, you just want me to full port these evals, don't you? Don't you? Jake did give me 2 evals this morning. He did. He did hand them over. Yeah, MDC, we'll see about tomorrow as well. The only thing that would have me be like, is just the short week. You want to see me take 5 minis minimum? All right, Gael, if I take 5 minis, I'll do it on the YM or the RTY. Something you'll never even see fluctuation in. Polar Bear, that is above what I pay attention to. I'll see if they do rate hikes or not. I don't do all the calculations to figure out, is this going to be a rate hike or not? I just watch, see what they talk about, see how the market reacts, and go from there. That's okay. YM longs look good. I didn't even look at the YM yet. YM did hit the prior 4-hour low. Got a little bit of a gap down, immediately bought back up. YM looks like it wants a little all-time highs. What's the weekly look like? Weekly. Holy shit, weekly's good. Crazy how close NQ got to all-time highs and didn't hit today. But the market looks like it wants it. Like, we are so close. It would make sense to get there, but it also wouldn't be shocking if we built out more of a daily range. Take one eval serious and the other just YOLO it. Good, David. Good. The thing is, they are 25Ks, so I think I can take 1 mini. So if I'm YOLOing, I might have to trade NQ with that. Polar Bear, the YM trades so fluidly. Like, it trades so fucking well. MDC, it's just going to be you because everyone else is talking to me, which obviously if you can't hear me, then you can't hear. Switch to the 1 minute and scalp. Oh, Gael, you want to see me tilt off a cliff. Scalping is not my jurisdiction. There's things I know I'm good at. Scalping, I can be good at it, but more than not, no. Polar Bear, if you want to get baited by a future, trade the RTY. The RTY will look like the greatest setup in the world and then completely fade at 3% that same day. Spence, just wait till you see me scalp GC. I'll lose my entire net worth right then and there. Oh, I'm not opposed to degenning an account. I'm not. Jake would probably be proud if he knew one eval went to that. Anyways, chat, since we got a few giveaways to do, and I appreciate those of you that are on in the first 10 minutes. What do you say we run a little 3-minuter? A little 3-minute? And it started. So you better type. All you gotta do is type exclamation mark enter. You have 3 minutes. This is not a long one at all. We're running it quick. I got a few gifts today. I'll show them real quick. Obviously, Jake gave me 2 evals. He's a legend. Love that. You guys saw the money tree, but I'll show it again because why not? This came last week, but my mom got me a plant called the money tree, and apparently it's supposed to bring you good luck or good fortune. So that's cool. Now my grandma, she's a sweetheart. This one looks cool. So it looks like a children's book, and it kind of is, but it's just like basically like a children's book saying she's proud of me and stuff. A little note on the inside. And then my brother started flipping through it because we were like, oh, this is like a new kind of gift. $20 bill. There's another $20 bill. There's another $20 bill. It just goes for a couple pages. There's another $20 bill. And then, so that's for my grandparents. How did you find that zone? So I'll show it after this. Where do you guys get these good families? Vish, I'm blessed, brother. I'm blessed. My close family, I'm blessed. And then my brother got me these. Obviously, you won't be able to see them too much until after stream, but watch right here on the camera. I got a little green, or not just green, but background lights that obviously I can change colors on for the wall. So at night, I'll be able to turn those on and let them kind of glow for a little bit more of a background thing. So those are sick. Yeah. Jake, our thing is we were wondering if they were bright enough or not, but we'll have to see. So we'll have to see about that. Worst case, we can always get different ones, but they should work when it gets darker. Because I figured the wall's like semi-matte or whatever it is. And so it should be able to shine. Chat, you guys have 18 seconds left to enter the giveaway if you haven't already. This is going to be your best odds. That's why I ran in the beginning of the stream. Those of you that show up early should get the best odds. Hell yeah, I love it. Dude, there's a bunch of settings on them too, where if you do like the modes, so there's a bunch of different stuff you can do with it. There's like 1,400 colors if I download the app. And then if I do like this, you can see it's actually going to the sound of my voice right now. So it goes to like voice, music, whatever you want it to. So there's a lot of cool little settings on it. Is green your favorite color? I think so. When I was younger, it was always red. And then it's like either a lightish blue or green, probably. How much is it? I think those are like 80 bucks. I have no clue what they are. I haven't even looked. I think my brother already threw the box away. Anyways, chat, real quick, winner. Entropy JT. Are you here? And don't worry, chat, we'll be giving away more. We got 5 to give away throughout the stream. Trophy, sweet. Shoot me a DM. I'm going to screenshot. Wait, Trophy JT, why did it? Yeah, there you go. Okay, you applied. I'm going to screenshot these and just hold them for myself so I don't forget later. Because obviously we're going to do separate giveaways because people are going to leave throughout the stream. So we don't have to worry about it. But shoot me a DM on Instagram. And then we will go ahead and get you that account after stream. So let me know when you send me a DM. So I should probably just send it to you now. So that way I have the code. Or so that way I know it's done. So let me know when you send me a DM real quick. Especially today, I need to check because I'm getting a hell of a lot of birthday DMs I got to reply to. And I appreciate you guys for that. Appreciate everyone saying it in chat. Appreciate you, Kagir. Means a lot. Oh, no, he's probably talking to Jake because Jake's in the chat as well. Elder, there's more, brother. There is more giveaways to be had. But, and trophy, let me know. Chat, we're going to watch how we react around this like 57.5 to 600 area. If we do end up rejecting, my overall thesis on this is two perspectives. We can reject this, build more of a consolidation here, which would mean we're likely going to be sideways for a little bit, and that's going to suck. You know, just going to suck if we build a consolidation here. Dream world is we stay here for the first 40-ish minutes, right? Give us this into Asia Open. Maybe Asia gives us a little love, and we start to look towards that daily 3-bar play perspective, which I think can play out well. Obviously, the bigger break would probably come towards FOMC or post FOMC if it's going to happen. But I think those are the two situations I'm kind of paying attention to. The YM does have a lot of relative strength today, so I am interested in potentially taking that. If I take a YM trade, my thesis would be take the YM, look to hold it overnight, flip to a different account, and then continue trading. And just let that trade do what it wants to do. Because I feel like hit or miss, we can be a little active today. Gold's in a really nice consolidation as well. But I already know if I take that, it's going to be a guaranteed loss. Done. Shot me a DM. Did you send me a DM or did you send Jake a DM? I think you might have sent Jake a DM. Don't see one yet. No, brother. Yeah, send it to me. I'm the one on stream, not Jake. Send it to me. Don't make Jake work in his off hours. Are you gonna trade right now? No, I'm not. This is my favorite stream session. Appreciate you, brother. Also, chat, I won't be able to get to everybody that wishes me happy birthday in chat because there's a lot of y'all, but I do appreciate it. I appreciate every single one of you. Does Jake really have off hours? No, but I'm not going to make him do my giveaways. What are you looking for your B-Day trade? Victoria, one, I'm interested in why I'm long just because the relative strength in general. It looks pretty damn good. Other than that would be more so an ES possible 3-bar play playing out on the hourly. The only issue is the 4-hour might want to consolidate. No, if I'm bearish, I'd want the 4-hour to consolidate more. If I'm bullish, I kind of want it to take out this high up around like 607 quicker. So it's either going to be more so the daily 3-bar play up to the upside, or we're going to look towards this 4-hour consolidating, possibly leading to a short, I would assume, towards the London session, if that short's going to happen. I feel like that would be the thesis. But I would love to see us over 97.5. So I'm willing to take one entry early if I really like the multi-time frame. Of course, Elite. Jake asked me if I wanted to take off. I'm like, no. Hell no. We streaming. Now I did. Now you got me. All right, let's see. Got it, brother. 1 second. I'm just going to do these before, like, as I give them away. Y'all will be okay because we'll give away more. Just that way it's easier. Since you're on stream, I'm just going to tell you this. First off, I sent it to everybody. Appreciate the support, brother. Really do. And these accounts are Tradeify Growth 25Ks. So there's your code, brother. Congratulations. Jesus Christ, Liz. What up, Cole? I want to break. I blew my last account for a while today. I can't blow any more cash till July. My funded last 2 days this week. This is the worst pre FMC OPEX I've ever seen. Mike, I wouldn't say it's the worst. Today was kind of anticipated with more so the range. I would just, brother, you have to limit the trade amount. You have to limit the sizing you're using if you're blowing accounts that much, brother. I mean, it's just, I hate to say it, but it's the truth. It is. Your lines, they are EMAs. They are. I don't use them a whole lot personally. I don't. 15, 30. I don't really. I don't know. I like shorts below 97.5, but longs above it. I feel like that's my pivot on the day. Because we could easily just build out a wider hourly range here, and it would not be a problem at all. And then worst case, we just trade the range. Just trying to see if I want to take anything here. I think I'm going to wait a minute. Liz is singing in chat. 2-2 with the new GC strat. Hell yeah, AXP. Moke, there's more. We're doing 5 giveaways today. So you missed one. I did one for the people that got here early, but we're doing more. Where'd that RTY thing go? We'll leave that right there because we don't trade the RTY much. Chat, how are you guys feeling today? What are you guys leaning towards? I'll probably pop a poll up in a second. Appreciate you, Adam. Thank you, AXP. Big old bear, we going after that gap? Theo, you want that gap fill? NQ's definitely weaker at the moment. It is, for sure. It's the weakest index, which likely just means the semiconductors are continuously pulling back a little bit. Short under the open, long over. I could see that. Especially with NQ, I feel like that'd be a more clear line in the sand just because it's right at the open. Yeah, Mike, it's something you got to look into deeper. I'd look at sizing first, but I don't want to dive into it too much to you on stream. Told you, bro, GC gets on my nerves, so I only trade it when the strat, but I built fire bullish bearish setup entry. Brother, I'm happy it works for you, especially with GC, because GC is a pain in the ass to trade. Asian market open is 8 p.m. EST, so we have 36 minutes for it. Make room for a pump tomorrow? We'll see if we pump. Not fully convinced yet on a pump, but I think it can work. Really check for anyone trading today. It's a new Fed chair. Yeah, plus you have the VIX contract expiring as well. Daily candle feels like a short with potential lower high off all-time highs. It would be a nasty short because a lot of people would be looking at this consolidation to try to long. So if it wants to play that, and we've seen it before. I'm trying to find one because I know we saw one recently. Might not have. Maybe not. But just a one-day inside bar that fades traps a lot of people. I still think we can easily rally. That's why I'm more neutral on this and just willing to trade it both directions. If I long, it might be the YM. But then I would immediately just switch accounts. Appreciate you, Gandhi. Appreciate you, Jessica. If we visit the gap from Sunday open, where's that gap at? If we visit this, I would anticipate that to be one of the FOMC like flash crash type deals. That's where I would anticipate that if it's going to hit. I don't expect us to slow grind down there overnight. If we do, cool. But I would anticipate that like post FOMC if we get moves. Did Mitch make you a B-Day song? No. No, he didn't. I didn't get one from Mitch. 25% rate cut incoming. Good. I mean, I don't hate something like this. Just for a start. I don't hate that. Just gets a little weaker. We do have to remember we're in a range. So last thing we want to do is get chopped to death in this. So we want to be a little patient with it. Mike, you had 200 trades pre-market? Is that what you're talking about? If so, holy hell. That's a shitload of trades. What's oil daily look like? Daily's weak. The problem is so many charts look like they just don't want to go anywhere. You do NQ, RTY, gold. RTY is the odd one in there. I get NQ and gold because that's what a lot of people trade. Like a shitload. We ran a poll and it was like 75% traded NQ as their primary. RTY is the oddball there, which is interesting. So use those together. Kind of just stalking this chart to see what we're going to do. We get the 15-minute close in 40 seconds. We have a 5-minute consolidation or 15-minute consolidation at the lows of the candle. Oh, we are gapping on the two. We are gapping. Ain't the greatest. Trying to trade gold again into signal fires? I don't know, brother. I don't know. I just don't trade gold often. I'm open to trading gold for sure. Locked in your second payout of the month. Hell yeah, Aaron. From Apex, probably won't deposit until next month. Well, you know, it's the give and take with Apex. If you get a payout, it won't be there for a minute. That's just how it is. I'm going to try a little ES short. I put a stop at 600 on it. Worst case, it doesn't work. Any 1.5 was my fill. Threw the stop up at 600, give it some room. This would be what it'd be right out the gate. If we hold, we hold. Over this stop, I'd be more interested in long, so I'd be willing to take it. This would just be like first overall target area. Not sizing aggressively. Just taking little trades for now. Honestly, if this starts to rally, might get out earlier. We'll see though. Because the other indices can hold here. But it's just a little stab for now. SpaceX had a volume of like 200 million. Holy shit. No, I didn't see that at all. Gold long at 1150 this morning. This, yeah, I mean, that's pretty clean. Nice consolidation. This turned into more of a base, especially after this little bit of a rally. I like that. But no, if we start the rally here, I'll probably get out of this quicker than what's anticipated. Oh, that zone is mainly just me going to the 15-minute and looking at where we've held as pivots. And the crazy thing is this is marked from back in May. The end of May, that stream is when we kind of threw it up. And you can see how well it's respected after that all throughout here and even today. It was the high range at the end of the day. It was the support intraday as well. And that's just where I get it. I go to the 15, zoom way out, see where we've been respecting, and then I just draw them off of that. So I keep it very simple with it. No, I just call it support resistance. I know there's a difference between support resistance, supply and demand. I don't know the exact difference, but that's how I do it. For me, it's just more of like a big resistance area that I'm going to mark that I've seen work. AXP at some point, I definitely expected to fill. Static, I don't hate the 5-minute orb, mainly just because all you're essentially doing is trading continuation. I don't care if you use 5, 15. It'd be the same thing as a daily, right? If I go to the daily chart and I simply wait until we break outside this daily candle, you're going to get conviction there as we should continue once we break outside of it. So all you're doing is just doing continuation trading, which I'm perfectly fine with. Appreciate you, Diok. Do you use the same level strategy as Jake? I do. Just I don't do it on the overnight futures. I do it throughout New York. So that's where I trade different on this session. What up, Naturally? GC with a little bit of a pullback there. Nothing crazy. Oil's testing the open. See how this 5 closes in 40 seconds. See if it wants to either close at the high of the candle, then we watch how the next candle reacts. And that's basically what I'll be doing. Appreciate you, Naturally. Appreciate you, Ali. How y'all doing? You brought the Henny in the blunts? No, sorry. I'll out a Henny. All out. Good luck, Joe. Have fun, brother. Appreciate you, Mickey. You enter longs to the lower consolidation on NQ. Here, I don't hate that. If we end up holding this support, I would rather see it test 15. Doesn't have to, though, right? We can easily continue back higher. I took a chance just on it being a consolidation potential lower high. This 15, if it consolidated to highs, I'd be more interested in longs. In fact, if we consolidate to lows, I'm interested in seeing if we get a broader pullback. If not, oh well. MDC, if you're trading this session, you got to be willing to sit through consolidations. You have to. That's just how it goes. That's just part of the game. Keep flipping just to see what the other names are doing. Hell yeah, Elliot. Let me know how it is. Because if it's good, I'll look at it. I love the occasional book. Mainly audiobooks, but, you know, books work as well.
I see your face in midnight skies, a fading voice that never lies. Though we're apart, I still can feel a love so far, but oh so real. Send my thoughts across the blue. Every beat still runs to you.
All right, there we go. Does it make sense to full port the evals, or does it make sense to trade months on an eval with low risk? That's personal preference. If you have the funds to where blowing evals doesn't matter to you and your whole goal is to make it towards the funded route, and huge key here, you are somewhat consistent. Because if you're not consistent, you should never be full porting evals. Because then you're likely just going to full port a bunch of evals, pay a lot more to end up getting there, and then blowing the fundeds, right? For me, I trade evals like a normal account. I do. I trade them nearly the exact same way. There are times, like on this stream, I'm sure I'll grab an eval, maybe trade some NQ, and be a little bit more aggressive with it. But it's just preference. Yeah, Patek, but also like you trade 3 to 6 minis. So obviously your risk tolerance is going to be a little more. If it's someone who trades, let's say 4 or 5 micros on average, probably shouldn't be just yeeting evals. Because a lot of people don't realize, especially if you take the last 2 weeks of price action, if you just trade a couple micros, you can make a lot of money. We had a couple $1,000 plus trades on a few micros throughout those streams. 1 to 12. Yeah, if you're trading 12 minis, you do not care about a $100 eval. I will tell you that right now. 5 mini on a 25K account. Elliot, unfortunately, you can't do that. Dude, imagine if you could trade multiple. Appreciate you, Mitch. How you doing, brother? Mitch, I saw we got close. Unless you held yours till after close. I saw we got close to that 80. Got what, 1 point away by close? So yeah, basically hit it. I'm sure if you were still targeting it, you front ran it a little bit. I do 5 micros for evals, 3 to 5 micros for funded. Elder, I like that strategy. I do. Why you're not streaming from the sauna? I could bring the sauna up. Just plop it right there. I'm sure the last thing people want to do is see me sweat my ass off for 3 hours straight. I did just a couple MES. Hey, trade's a trade. It's 4 minis on an Apex 25K. Vish, that is criminal because there is no reason in the world anyone should even use 2 minis on a 25K. Probably shouldn't even use 1 for the most part. So that is diabolical on Apex's part to be like, yeah, you guys can use 4 minis. Because the daily loss limit's what, $700? If it's 1,000 on the 50Ks? They are, Mitch, don't worry. Have a good night, brother. You bought data promo from TradingView for faster data. You can see half a second before price action moves. How the hell do you see half a second before the price moves? That just sounds weird. Thank you. Dump dynasties to the ground, right, Spence? I would like it. I'm not even asking for anything crazy. We get down here, I'd be content, if anything. One thing I will say is if we do start to break below this wick low, we can start trailing stop to like 97-ish, which I'm cool with. Appreciate you, the top. Yeah, it is my birthday. Let's see what chat's feeling today. Y'all only get 2 options. We're not doing the third. Appreciate you, Real. Thank you. Buying from exchanges directly. How much does that cost? Let me send you a what? Also, if you think I am mentioning my address on stream in front of 200 people, no, not a shot at all. Not a single shot in hell. Feeling like tequila on the rocks? Hell yeah, XP. Dude, the thing about our house is we do not have alcohol, really. I think we might have 1 bottle of Crown, maybe, and warm beer that's in the garage. I think that's it. Warm beer does not sound fucking fire. What kind of shit are you on? Use over scalping mostly. Yeah, I don't scalp, so it wouldn't be something I'd be overly interested in. Nah, the only heavy beer I really drank, I drank Christmas ale for a while, but that was also when I was on my Guinness kick. So I was in like a heavy beer kind of kick. AXP, you might as well stay till Monday, brother. You have no reason to come home early. None. But no, if I'm on vacation, shit, I'll drink. I'm not one to just like walk around the house and drink. I'd never have been. Spencer, the fuck you mean I'm a buzzball kind of guy? The hell you mean? Appreciate you, Hamad. Yeah, AXP, I don't know if you were on stream when I said it, but I will not be around for New York. I'll probably be around for part of Jake's stream, and then I am gone. I have no interest in trading FOMC. A lot of people love trying to trade the FOMC conference. Dude, I would rather trade after. Give me the next day or give me that night. Give me some volatility to trade off of. I'm in. Anything pre or during, just nah. Buzzballs are crazy. That 15 spike lower? It did. All right, we have a minute to see how this 15 closes. I would love for it to close at the lows. If we get a minute of buying pressure, not going to be the most ideal. You chugging a whole keg? I'd love to see it. That's what we need at the next Rake Trades meetup. Just get a keg. Just really go all out. Everything's good, Robert. How you doing? Blink, I wouldn't even say till it sells for 15, 20 minutes because you have the conference right after. So even for me, it'd be like until 3 o'clock most likely. And at that point, I'm like, all right, day's already over. I have no reason to trade. I don't love that 15. Straight neutral. Also, YM is strong. If we get a break lower, cool. But if we keep holding this like 90 area, not ideal. We need it to break soon. Degak, I love American football. I've honestly never watched a single football game. I don't know. I call it soccer, but football game. Real, I don't even know what soju is. I feel like I've heard of it, but I don't think I don't even know what it is. What do you mean MES candle close a different way? On the 15? MES looks like it closed slight red would be the main difference. Hang on, I changed my time on my broker, so I gotta change it back. There we go. Yeah, I watched the UFC fights. We talked about it for probably 30, 40 minutes yesterday. Dude, it was a crazy card. A lot of people were saying it wasn't going to be a good card, but I think every fight was great. I mean, great. I don't think the Lewis fight was great. I don't love how we're holding. I really don't. Now we're looking at more of a hourly consolidation bar. See how this 5 closes. This 5 closes more aggressive. I'm going flat. If it closes more neutral, I'll stay in. Yeah, Spencer, I mean, that could be it. I think he just had the wrong game plan. And his coaches should have fixed it quickly. Peak American propaganda. Spence, it's fair. Can't argue it. But now the UFC fights were sick. Yeah, MDC, that's one thing I'm watching when I flip to the other charts. Is you guys see me continuously. I flip over here, look at oil, see how it's reacting. If oil loses the open, this will likely rally up higher. Just off the negative correlation aspect. I'm more so just looking to see, because if we hold 90, it's now going to be more of a 15-minute higher low. That hourly is going to start to have that lower wick, which would be a textbook picture perfect 3-bar play. And at that point, I shouldn't be fucking short, you know? Guinness keg, Jake, I'm in. I'm in. We'll need tequila, though, too, because I can only have so much Guinness before I'm stuck on the couch feeling like I just ate 5,000 calories. Appreciate you, Philippe. Smallest time frame I'll trade on is the 2-minute, and that is primarily during this session. If we have more volume, which right now 2 minutes not crazy because we're getting a little bit of gaps. If we have more volume and it's clear, then I'll go to it just to see what we're doing, see if the structure is going to be valid to get a tighter entry on. But I trade off all the time frames. 2 is the absolute smallest I'll go to, and I don't trade on it often. Not in love with this, primarily because of YM strength as well. RTY and YM are holding up really well. We have 50 seconds in this candle, so I want to see how that closes. At least give it that much. Never had a Guinness, need to try. It's really good. It's like a coffee beer, kind of. No, it's more like a chocolatey-ish, I guess, would be a good explanation. But no, they're just heavy. Let's get to man 200 likes. Appreciate you, Ali. Appreciate you, Robert. Thank you, Dougie. Guinness really isn't that heavy. Well, when I mainly drink tequila, it is. But for me, it's after I drink like 5 of them, I just feel full. All right, we got a 5-minute close we want. Let's see if we can break 90. If we break 90, should easily get down to 80. GG my long. I mean, maybe. We'll see. The problem here with this is for ES to get down here, we would need NQ to break the open. So we need NQ bears to come out in full force. Ideal scenario, NQ breaks the open, goes to yesterday's low. Because if you want to long this, you'd want to spike a yesterday's low, make it look even better, right? So give me that spike of yesterday's low on NQ just to give us enough for ES to push down there. Speaking of which, I should probably set trims just in case. Don't jinx my NQ short. We going? I said NQ we want down here. How we react to this is key. It is everything. That opening price needs to break. Chad, I'll make a deal with you guys. The second we get to, let's do 120 likes, we'll run another giveaway. That's easy. 26 likes. Not even asking a lot. Show some love, show some support. Hit the like button. Appreciate you, Mike. NQ is being a problem child here. It's being a bit of a problem child. Oil held the open, which is what we wanted. Gold hourly might turn weak. Nice part is we do have the hourly close in a few minutes. So I'd like to see this close at the lows, and then the next one just flushes right at edge of open. Give us that little quick break. Yeah, and chat, something I'd be willing to do on this trade, because I have it set to take me out half right here, which once again, it's 1.2 R. It's nothing insane at all. I'm in 8 micros. I'd be getting out half here. If we set up structure to where it looks like we're going to continue lower, I would be willing to trail stop and add that half back in at some point. But I need everything to kind of align to add back in. We trading gold? Could. When I bust out the evals, can start trading gold. Gold has a really nice failure. What's the daily look like? Gold loves to do these little teeter top things where it sits that inside bar, breaks the low, and gets that continuation. Kind of did it right here, but it did break above. Did it here as well. Gold wants to get continuation. It can. Crazy part is gold's just low volatility right now. Everything's low volatility, so you can get pretty tight entries. Oil, just off that quick glance, looked like it might be trying the open again, which we would need to hold. We have oil at the open and NQ at the open. It's also supposed to storm today. And that's, y'all know, my house, that's not ideal. We'll see how bad it is. Man, let me look at the radar. Oh, we should be chilling. We should be perfectly fine. Yeah, no, if that takes out anything, we got to figure it out. Means my house is going to blow away, get the stakes out. No, what I was going to say is if I end up losing, even though this Wi-Fi shouldn't go out, if it does, I have another Wi-Fi I'll flip onto. See, NQ is just being a problem child. Oil's rejecting a little bit. I don't love this price action. So we have 5 minutes left on the 15. Could set up a really nice 15-minute higher low. That NQ open. Gonna try to give it this 5. Just let it ride. Okay, people, we all need to go and smash your account to sell NQ so my short works. MDC, I have some unfortunate news. I'd be willing to say 95% of this chat, if they're trading, is on a prop firm. So not a single one of those orders would even slightly help you at all. Spence, that statement is exactly why I'm fucking single, dude. You had a girl approach you at the pool, ask for your number, you asked her to get food, and then she ghosted you. Fucking brutal, brother. Brutal. 5 minutes sus, but at the same time, you got to remember the structure, right? We're consolidating here after this little short leg down, so it is more bearish than bullish. That's why I'm giving it time. You guys aren't seeing me look at this candle and immediately slam out. I'm giving it time, seeing what the 15 is going to do, seeing how the hourly is going to close. How many contracts you want me to send out? Well, AXP, normally you're, what, 3 to 6? So worst case, you start with a little, you know, like 3-bagger. If it starts going well, maybe add in a little bit, you know? How do I balance trading while also being an engineer full-time? Depending on your 9 to 5 schedule, if it is a 9 to 5, trade in the night session. The easiest way to do it, right? If you're an engineer, you're likely not, at least I would assume you shouldn't be able to trade all day. So I would just find a time you can trade. Most people sleep on this session when they work 9 to 5s. Either this session, Allen's session, whatever it may be. Whether you have to stay up a little bit later at night, whether you have to get up a little earlier in the morning. You can find time to trade because the market's open 23 hours a day. You just got to find a time that works. Find a job where you work less. Some people that doesn't work for because, you know, they got bills to pay. Especially if you're an engineer, you're probably making good money. I wouldn't want to give that up. Plus, easiest way to fund the trading tuition is have a job. Have that supplemental income. I trade New York afternoon, Asia. Yeah, that's the thing. There's time slots you can trade. So you just got to figure out exactly where you think the best opportunity is and execute on it. That's fair, Polar Bear. When I first started trading, I was working a job where I worked 8 hours. Well, no, it's probably like 10. And I was only busy. Some days I was busy like 3 hours, some 12. But most of the time, I spent a lot of it trading. That's also why at one point my mom told me I was being a shit employee because I spent a lot of it trading. Do you read your Instagram DMs? Yeah, Declan, I read all of them. Today, I have a lot, I will say. So if you DM me, just let me know. But I try to reply to all of them. It's not going to be right away, right? I mean, I'm not on Instagram every single day. I'm not always in my DMs every day. I reply to them when I can. There's some I miss. If so, just shoot me another DM. As long as you're not trying to sell me something, send me another DM. By the way, chat, and Jake, I don't know if you're still here. You guys remember that guy yesterday that I told you that asked for the free account? He replied to the initial comment with a question mark, asking for a free account again. And then I just looked and he deleted every single comment he sent me after that. So once again, after me saying everything yesterday, he asked again for a free account. Appreciate you, Declan. I enjoy trading New York AM, but it's hard for me with the job. That's the thing, though. If you have a full-time job, you don't really get the decision. You don't have that freedom yet to be able to be like, you know what? I'm only trading this session because you have a full-time job you have to work. You just got to figure out what time frame is similar to that and can work for you a little bit. Asia is slower, is the biggest thing. It is just a lot slower. There are times where you get exorbitant volatility, especially on Sundays when news pops off over the weekend. You'll get a lot Sunday. That's why Jake streams Sunday at the Open. But yeah, you just got to figure out what works for you. Just remember, Asia's slow. So you either need lower expectations or you're going to be holding for a lot longer. We've held trades on stream for 12 fucking hours sometimes. And then we've held trades for 4 hours and gotten stopped. And it's just part of it. It's just how it goes. Appreciate you, Declan. Chat, looks like this one might be a little bit of an L here. The Asia volatility is a little stronger. Hourly did close near the lows, which I was cool with. Just not going to get that continuation, most likely. So looking like that one is going to be stopped out. All right, chat. We're not at the light goal yet of 120. But I'm going to do it anyway. So even though more of you didn't like the stream, I know by the end of the giveaway, y'all will. Anyway, I know how it works. So we're going to run one anyway. To enter the giveaway, this is a 25K Tradeify growth account. I'm mainly doing it because we also have a couple to give away. To enter the giveaway, all you have to do is type ! enter in the chat. Type this in the chat, you will get an entry. And you have 4 minutes this time. I added 1 minute. 220 of you guys in here. I'd like to see at least 120 in. Yesterday, for some reason, y'all didn't want giveaways. Y'all didn't want to enter, which gives you better odds. It does. Oil held the open again, but MES is just a little. The indices are aggressive. Just spiked Asia session highs. See if we end up pushing above that into 600s or if we push back lower. I'm anticipating more so that 600. We'll see. Oh, yeah. I was like, what is that bot saying? I realized you did the full port thing. Appreciate you, Patel. Who is Rake Trades Gang? I don't think I've ever seen that one before. Someone's using their alt. Send Bitcoin, please. Chat, ! enter to get in the giveaway. Dominic, what's with the question marks? Appreciate you, Esso. What do you mean the old me? Like if I was early 20s, I would go out drinking. Anything after that, whatever. I'm probably going to go. I might go golfing a little bit tomorrow, or at least go to the driving range. How much time we got? You guys have 26 seconds left. There's almost 120 of you guys in here, which is what I anticipated. Exclamation mark, enter. No. Yeah, polar bear. 3 iron, 7 iron, and 97 drives at the range. Yeah, Daniel, you do the logical thing that you're supposed to do, obviously, when you go to the range, and you start with the driver. You don't warm up at all, and you rip that thing as hard as you possibly can and watch how bad it slices. That is how you start at the driving range. Set the precedence right out the gate. Jane, the only thing that matters is as long as there's an exclamation mark in front of it. Other than that, does not matter. Chat, that is the end of this giveaway. We will be running 3 more, so don't worry. Don't worry. Mizzou Rips, are you here? Let me get rid of that. Mizzou, have you won before? Right. I mean, Daniel, to be fair, today's the best odds for anyone on my stream. We're doing 5 of them. If we reject Asia session highs, this trade can easily still work. If you haven't won, shoot me a DM on Instagram. The link's right above your name, brother. Let me know when you send it. So that way I can confirm and get you the code. Gold with a bit of a rip there. Gold 4 hour looks pretty good. Oil's looking weaker. Yeah, I'm anticipating the stop to rip on this one at least. Yeah, that means Miz has been here the whole time. What up, Acer? How you doing? No, it's all right. Just join stream and start yelling. I get it. I understand. What's chat saying? 68% bearish, 32% bullish. Interesting. Yeah, Miz, let me know when you send me a DM so I can get you that code. Message on IG. Perfect. What you need, all I need you to do is send me that DM and let me know. So 1 second. There you go, brother. Congratulations. Fix this real quick. Chat, I'm thinking the next giveaway. Queen, if you win, you get one. But the worst thing to do is ask us for a free account. It is. Because then there's a chance you just don't get one, you know? Yeah, no, you have to enter the giveaways just like everybody else. Yeah, DGOC, I stream Sunday to Thursday nights, every single night. 7 until technically 9 would be the earliest end, but there's days I go till 10. There's days I go till 11. Ali, I was just mentioning it, or I was just thinking it. I think the next giveaway we'll do sub only. Got a question. Why was there such a divergence during New York hours? Everything dumped, but YM went totally the other way, ripped like crazy. Acer, that is what we love to call rotation. All it is just the YM industrial names are getting buying pressure. Because if you think about it, if the tech is going to sell off, which fuels the ES and NQ, if that sells off, the money's going somewhere. Most people aren't going to sit cash in a market. Actually, most hedge funds can't even do that for long. So they're going to put the money somewhere. You just got to figure out where they're putting it. And if it's YM popping off, maybe banks did well today. Where's my banks? Yeah. JPM up 4%, BAC up 1, almost 2. The banking sector alone's up 1.5%. Yeah, so banks did very well today. And then what other YM stocks? Banks did well, industrials did well, Home Depot, Cat up. Verizon, yeah. Yeah, the YM just popped off. Am I joining you in the short? I don't fucking love, I'm definitely not loving it here. This is not a chart. I'm like, hell yeah, I want a short. Cat hit all-time high. Ooh, interesting. I'm a disabled vet, so appreciate this immensely. Miz, I appreciate what you did immensely, brother. If you're a disabled vet, it means more than you know, and I appreciate it. Thank you for your service. All you do is go to Tradeify's website, click on the growth account, click on the 25K. The code I sent you, put in where it says apply code. That's it. So right where it says like apply coupon or apply code, whatever it is, put that code there, and then it'll give you it for free. If you haven't used a Tradeify account, it'll say they're going to do like a $1 charge. I think they charge you $1 and then give it back to you, but it's free. No activation fees, no reoccurring fees, nothing. So congratulations, brother. 1 HP, it can. We can easily reject. For me, it's just looking at like this 15 minute. If this 15 holds for 2 minutes, then it's strong. That's not something I'd want to short. If you're shorting the range, like this high here, yeah, it can work perfectly. No problems with that at all. Chad, I added 1 contract. Went in real heavy there. Just when we're close to the stop, I think I'd be risking an extra $15, maybe 20. So I just threw 1 more on. Moke, did you leave again? Brother, you missed 2 giveaways already? How long after passing a 5-day TPT eval does it go funded? Zvic, I have not traded TPT. So that's a question for chat. So Chad, if you can answer that, cool. I know most of you can. But what he said is, how long after passing a 5-day TPT eval does it go funded? You'll get an email tonight or next day, either or. Quick question. Only seeing partial candles on NQ. Thoughts. Also, timer keeps. Web, what ticker are you watching? Just NQ 1 exclamation mark? Appreciate you, Callan. How you doing, brother? Yes. I don't know. I've never seen that. Just enter NQ shorts. Stop going to be 100 points. Def looking to gap down into the weekly gap. Ooh. All right, AXP. You're shorting 370. We'll see. At least for me, I obviously have a lot tighter of a stop than you. I know how you do your stops. I think there's another one. For your birthday, we should do shots every time your stop loss hits. Fuck. Well, luckily I don't scalp, but if we're playing that game, I would just rip scalps. Chat's either going to be rich or hammered within the first 20 minutes. One or the other. There's no in between. Hit TP, take a shot. Hit stop loss, take a shot. Naturally, at that point, you just say every time you execute, you take one. That's the easiest way to go about it. How does Tradeify growth 50K payout work? Also, since we're giving away Tradeify accounts, let me change this banner. We're running just Tradeify. The Tradeify payouts are same day. You get them usually within like an hour, hour and a half. So you request them whenever you're able to, which is usually like 5 or 6 p.m.-ish Eastern. And then you get them within like an hour. At least every time I've gotten one. That's how long it is. Of course, Nick. Morning Wood with Nick is a crazy name. I just finally read your full name. That is a crazy name. What was your reasoning to average in with 1 micro? Well, this is a 25K funded, which is actually a funded account. And I can only go 1 or 2 more. So I just did 1. That's quite literally it. I just added 1 more micro on it. Nothing crazy. Because I usually don't add into like losing trades. So for me, if I'm going to do it, I'm just going to throw 1 on just because. If it was like an actual trade that I was willing to add into, what I would want to see is a continuation below the entry, a little lower high retest that looks clean, and then add it on that. I did it just for the love of the game. Thanks, CJ. How you doing, brother? We're fighting 600 here. We're in the same thesis as yesterday, though. We're close to the stop loss, so if we get any buying pressure, stop will be hit. Yeah, it is, Acer. Thanks, brother. Cool. No, that's nothing wrong with that at all, brother. I'm red, so I hope you're green. I know you're not hating. You're in the chat all the time. You're just asking questions. Nothing wrong with that. Can you wish for a gold breakout of the channel? What time for it? Oh, this little range. The 4-hour looks like the hourly and 4-hour look strong. Unless we get a big rejection, it looks good. If gold rejects here, though, it's going to do the typical gold thing where it's just violent. Even though it's a 10-point violence versus the typical 30 to 40. Thanks, Christian. Text can be misconstrued easily. Cole, that's why a lot of times I always, like, if I read a chat and I can't tell how to take it, I ask questions around it so I get more clarity. That's why I ask people, can you elaborate on that a little bit more? Just so I understand it. So I know, is that guy being a dick or is he just asking a question that sounds weird? Entering pretty much the same price, couple dollars off 1 or 2 ticks. But did you get in right after me then on one of these failures for the most part? Because if so, I like it. Risk reward's definitely worth it. Problem here though is we have 600 as a ceiling, and 80 as a support. There's a chance we stay in this. But if we get above 600, I'm obviously more interested in longs because the hourly would start to flip a little bit. Before me? Okay. So you bought the 90 support, I'm guessing? Happy birthday, Unc. All right, Logan. All right, we're coming in. We're immediately choosing violence, eh? Violence right out the gate. Appreciate you. It's the same pretty much. I feel like that's what this market's going to provide. Unless you get a crazy entry, your risk to reward is going to be similar to this. Just because we're slow right now. And that's what I anticipate. It's unfortunate my birthday lands, right before fucking FOMC. But it's going to be like that every single year for me. Because FOMC is mid-June. Are you taking trades today? Jose, I got one on the screen, brother. I got one showing right now. It's red, but it's on the chart. What up, Bugs? Imagine this TP hits now. Logan, it's possible. I mean, y'all know my trades. We usually, if the trade's going against us, we toy with the stop for a minute. Which, little annoying sometimes. But we've had trades that have gone one tick from stop and then reversed, or hit stop to the tick and then reversed. You had it at 720, anticipating a potential higher low. Yeah, I see it. You're just playing in the consolidation. It's working. I like it. I don't trade Asia too often. What's your average time trade in this session? Candino, I would say pretty much there's a couple type of trades we can take. There's times where we'll be in for 30 minutes because we're getting volatility. Most of the time, we're usually in something for an hour. If we get more of a range bound or a steady continuation, I like to hold as long as I can. So we've had trades that we've been in for 12 hours. So it all depends. Thank you, Soul. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, no, literally anywhere from 30 minutes to 12 hours for my trades. The longer term ones I mention and I go, all right, I fully plan on holding a trade overnight and I'm going to look for this to enter. And then we get in with a wide stop. Appreciate you, Brian. Chat, how'd you guys trade today? I forgot to ask you. How'd y'all do in the range? Cash, no trades, red, green, tilted off your ass. Let me know. I know there's probably a few that did the last one because that happens on days like today. It does. It does. Made a bid on Google, 375 calls. Nice. Cash on shorts at 10 a.m. Beautiful. Catch any birthday bangers? No. I lost $150 trading XSP. So mini SPX. I tried the bounce of 600 around here. I think I got in a little earlier though. I think I anticipated it here. Got in a little bit of drawdown. Got in some profits, nothing crazy. And then stop got hit here. Yeah, I lost $150. I wasn't going crazy risk because I knew what the market was doing. 1W on YM longs. Nice. I would assume you should either be break even or at least a little green on that. Took 2 stabs, green on the day, but only $60. Better than being red. It's better than being red. Low under break even. Basically break even. Not bad. As long as you survived, you won. And that's how I look at it. As long as you didn't blow an account, you're doing great. Jose, I'm not entirely sure about that. Have tried, I have VG. I have request to pay out from Lucid, but I don't have, You reach the limit to be able to request a payout, but you don't have consistency yet. Yeah, just trade small till you get the consistency. That's what I would do. So I'm gonna guess if you need consistency on Lucid, you're on the pro account. Appreciate you, Brisket. Last 2 days in New York morning, I've had no trades. I'm in Logan. That's how I'm going to be tomorrow. Possibly Thursday, too, depending on price action. Working another 24-hour day. Rong, got to get back to work. Happy birthday. Appreciate you, Aaron, and holy hell, brother. 24-hour day. So you're either obviously in the blue collar or you're like a firefighter or EMT. No, EMTs probably wouldn't work 24 hours. I'd assume one of them. And nasty short this morning, 6:35 to 6:01. Hell yeah, Blink.
I'll be standing right beside you through it all.
Logan, we already gave away 2. We're giving away 3 more throughout stream. Lineman can work for 24 hours straight. Bam. I figured they'd at least make you get some sleep. When I worked in the chemical plants, we could only work 16s.
When the world feels cold and far, and you're lost without a
You started trading 2 months ago and you already got 2 payouts, Jose? Hell yeah, brother. That is I don't even know if you understand, but that is insane. That is insanely good. Everyone needs lights now. Well, that's fair, but I'm just talking like sleep deprivation. We weren't allowed to work over 16 because of the stuff we worked with. Because obviously it was more of a dangerous career. I can trade all day, but I'm glad I got out of the field into the school. My buddy does that as well. He's like head of the maintenance at a school.
every battle that you fight.
See you later, Aaron.
You don't need to hide your fright.
Yeah, no, Jose, I'm definitely not glancing over that, dude. 2 payouts in 2 months of trading is crazy. Crazy.
You're never out of reach to me. No shadow can steal our unity.
I'm up 2.7 good days since I copy trade my new evals. Congrats. It's a good day. I'm assuming 2.7K across the evals, which is still good. Still fire. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if I'm on hour 24, which I ran 24 hours in the plants mainly because we had a horrible rule, and they abused this rule. We had an on-call week, and I was on call more than not because, I was 21 years old, and, they're going to make me work. I also liked money. We could work up to 16 hours on shutdowns. And if you were out of the plant for 8 hours and they called you, you could work another 16. So there was one day I was out. I worked 16. No, I worked 12. I was out for 8 hours. They called me at 8 hours and like 10 minutes. It was like 11:30 at night. And then I had to go work another 16 hours. That day was probably the most amount of caffeine I've ever had. That day was painful.
I've wandered valleys far and wide. You've been my beacon.
It's 2:30 in the morning here. Need to get to work at 5. Declan, I have some unfortunate news. At that point, it's not even worth sleeping. And I might be on an island by myself here, but if I have to do something in sub 3 hours and I'm still awake, caffeine. That's it. I have like a 2-hour power nap just going to make me more tired. So for me, it's just caffeine. We'll get through the next day. We'll figure it out.
Feel the bond that binds our souls.
We are fighting this stop loss. Fighting for our lives. Oil's basing really well. We're just way too close to that stop. If 15 fails to go higher, So if you think about it, it'd be 15 fail to go higher, hourly fail to go higher. Could be a nice hourly lower high. But we would need some aggressive selling pretty quick. Pretty quick. 15 digits closed, 30-minute close. 30 minutes obviously stronger. Not a candle I pay a lot of attention to. But we are at a consolidation at the session highs, trying to see if we're either going to break back below those highs or get above 600. What up, Patoon? How you doing? You're better off sleeping for like 45 minutes? Interesting. See, I'm polar opposite. If I sleep for like 45 minutes, I will sleep through every alarm I ever have. If I'm that tired and I'm up for that long, I will sleep through everything. So I guess more so I stay up in that situation just because I know I'll sleep through it. XP, we already ran 2 giveaways, brother, but we are doing 3 more. Gotta step it up and get some Adderall. I just started trading futures last week of March, but I used to trade Tesla options years ago. So I had some idea of what I was doing. Hell yeah. I know a lot of people that started on like Tesla. I also heard a funded account call my name. Exactly. I mean, if you're passive in this market, it's huge. Huge. Yeah, 1 HP. I mean, I'm fully anticipating us getting hit. I'm not worried about that at all. DGOC, you just saw it. The Asia Open with most volatility is going to be, I think it's Beijing market, the one that just opened. You have one now, and then you have another one at 9 p.m., which is in 29 minutes. How long have I been in trading? A little over 5 years. Started like January 31st, somewhere around there, in 2021. Use a reverse button for the first time ever. Reverse button can be great. If you utilize it correctly, it can be great. Also, we cannot get closer to my stop. Wait. Oh, it stopped me. Damn. Oh, well. All right, that account got stopped out. So MES hit 600, but ES did not. What account do I want to trade? Let's go with this one. So I did get stopped out of that trade there. And then I got to set limits. Chat, for the rest of it, I'm probably just going to trade evals, if we're being honest. Probably just rip some evals. Well, take the shot. I tried to use the other day and fumbled around too long. I messed up around with it in a paper account. Yeah, I mean, stuff like that, you definitely want to make sure you understand how to utilize it properly so you don't screw yourself over. Yeah, it just flips your entire position. How many evals do you have at one time? At most? Well, it depends what I'm trying to do. If I'm trying to like max allocate, up to 5. But normally like 2. Jose, if we get over 7,600 on ES, I am bullish through and through. Do you trade single name stocks or just index? I trade individual names if I love the charts. For the most part, lately, even if I trade options, I mainly trade like the indices. I'm still stalking like a bigger gold trade on options. I just haven't found a setup that I love yet on it. So I'm still waiting for that. Like if we get a daily high or low on gold, I'm ready to throw options at it without any hesitation. Cole, that's the best way to do it. Split them up. When I have fundeds, I usually, which like now, if I want to trade a different funded, I would either rotate to that or I would leave one funded for, let's say, the post-stream session or leave it for the tomorrow session, whatever I want to trade. Obviously, I said I'm not trading tomorrow, but it's just, you know, relative to it. Chat, I got to run to the bathroom real quick. So what we're going to do is 25K account giveaway. So oh. I can't type anymore. To enter the giveaway, all you have to do is type exclamation mark enter. Now, if you have won before, you can only win once. It is what it is. You know, I don't make the rules. I just enforce them. I'm thinking about buying another eval because I want Lucid account with the code. Cole, do it. Even with Lucid, as long as you trade that account, I think once a week, you can keep the eval. So if you don't want to trade it yet, just log on once a week and trade 2 micros. Just enter it, hold it for a minute, and then get out. And you just don't have to trade it. So yeah, exclamation mark enter. I'll be back in like 30 seconds. Music still playing? Yeah, we're good. Let's see. How many of you guys are in? 71. There's a minute 30 left. Exclamation mark enter will get you in the giveaway. Which prop room do you have and what exactly is your strategy? I don't want to bother loving your stream so far. Appreciate you, Jose. I'm assuming you're a newer member. So first, before I answer that, I do want to explain what we do, who we are. This is the Rake Trades Network. I'm not Rake, I'm Ranji. And we are doing Project 365. There's 5 traders that stream throughout basically, I'd say 12 hours of the day. Because Jake streams a little longer. I usually stream a little longer as well. Probably going to go, we'll see how long we go today based on the market. But I'm live from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern. Alan is 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. Eastern. Jake is like 8:15, 8:45-ish to like 11:30, 12:30-ish. Mitch is 12:30, 1:30. And then Christian is 1:30 to about 3:30. Every single day, 5 days a week. Sometimes, well, technically 6 days a week because me and Alan are Sundays. And then sometimes we do stream on Saturday for like a little bonus session, depending who wants to stream. Outside of that, though, I use Tradeify and Lucid. If you want to see all the prop rooms that we have, do exclamation mark prop. There's a link there. Just the ones that Jake uses for the most part, and Alan. I just use those two because I'm not like max paid out with them, so I'm not capped out or anything. While I'm talking for a second, I'll reopen it real quick. But yeah, those are my 2 favorite firms. And then my strategy, most of our strategies, is the Rake Trade system. It is within the Discord. What up, 6Cav? Thanks, brother. And it is taught in there. That is $199. So it's 50% off right now, which is crazy cheap. If you want the link, let me know for that. But that teaches our entire mastermind course. You get all like 500 bonus lessons. Obviously, the Discord community. There's a psychology bot in there as well, and a levels indicator that we use. Mainly just multi-time frame analysis and then structure is what we pay attention to. Ali, wrong one. There you go. But yeah, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. We're all here to help. So I opened it just in time. 6Dev got in. Hell yeah. Chat, I'm going to go ahead and close it up and pick one. Keith Matthew 2381. Have you won before? Hurry up, fool. Dude, I will take my time. Never win shit, brother. Hell yeah. Congratulations. Shoot me a DM on Instagram. Let me know when you shoot me a DM. And then I'll get you that code right now. So if you want to trade that account tonight, you can. Welcome to the Never Win Shit Club. Keith, actually, he just left that club. He left to the I've won before and you haven't. So technically he's up there. He's in the prestigious club now. It's rigged, switch the ref. You get a new ref at 1 p.m. Eastern if you want a new ref. Show up to that stream. Actually 1 a.m. Eastern. Sorry, not 1 p.m. See you later, Miller. Yeah, we'll see if we're going to trade again. I mean, I'm on an eval, so I'm willing to take a stab. I also did buy a 50K growth eval just because I don't want to be stuck at trading one mini. You know, we'll see. It's rigged because you lost? Probably. Probably is. I'll come visit the clubhouse. Hell yeah. Yeah, we have a special VIP section, you know, at the meetups to where the winners go. I'm kidding. What are these emojis? I have no clue. I don't even know how people get them. Oh, you just go to the emoji. There's a bunch of random ones. Yeah. But yeah, Keith, let me know when you DM me. The videos Jensen says society needs new social norms in the age of AI. I don't think we need social norms related around AI. I don't think that's something we need personally. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not feeling that. W-shape recovery, see how we react. If we get above 600, I'm open to longs on ES. If we end up fighting here, we are still in this range, right? My stop obviously wasn't all the way to the extreme at like 602s, which I was cool with. Because honestly, if we broke like 97.5s, I anticipated the stop to hit. If we reject this, we are fucking stuck. It'd be very similar to last night where we were just range bound. Thanks, Jeffrey. Today will be the giveaway that you win. Hell yeah. Just sent quest key. Hell yeah, brother. As always, I usually just type this, but I'm gonna say it. Appreciate the support. Means a lot. Means a lot more than you guys know. Wait, let me make sure it's the right one. No. Wait. Yeah, that's the right one. There you go, Keith. Congratulations, brother. Let me do this for my spreadsheet real quick. Dude, you guys know how bad it would be if I accidentally leaked this spreadsheet? Because it's the spreadsheet with all the codes on it. Dude, Jake would be so pissed. That's why I put it on my other monitor, so there's not even a chance. Bro, I'm 0 for 150. I think I'm 0 for 8, if I'm not mistaken. Declan, 0 for 8's not bad at all. Who won? Keith won. 0 for 8's not bad in the slightest. What's the 15 look like? Chat, do we try again? I think we try again. This time on an eval, though. I'm going to try again. You guys can obviously see I'm on an eval. I sized a little more aggressively. This is fully an eval trading. I'm not risking actual money. Stop. I threw a wide stop. Worst case, I'm stopped out. I would turn degen hours on, but I'm not being a degen, so I'm cool. If I know how bad you actually need it, you'll understand. Declan, there's a lot of people in here that probably need an eval. Actually, we get DMs and messages in chat all the time where people need evals. And it's just a part of it. But yeah, no, there's been people in the Discord because Jake's giving away thousands of evals in total. And I'm not even joking. Thousands. Those of you in the Discord know. Oh, I should probably delete this. There was people that hadn't won and they were in the Discord since the beginning. So like 4 years. And they finally won on stream in the beginning. Bro, can I get one account? No. You can't. You can't. It's just how it goes. Because if you think about it, if I give you an account, I then have to give away 190 accounts. And I can't give away 190 accounts. I would be broke. Go Tat, don't enter. You're fine. I'm just playing the speculation off this one based off the 15-minute close. We rejected this area 3 times in a row. And the hourly, which was pushing back below the prior hourly candle. So we were setting an hourly failure to go higher. So I was playing off of that. This can easily hold. This isn't like A++. It's trading the range for the most part. Anticipating we're not getting the clear over 600. And the hourly did push back below. But so far, it failed it. So I'm not worried about it. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Ollie, the crazy part is you guys didn't even see all the giveaways. Because obviously he did the thing where when you got a Discord sub for a certain amount of time, you got an account. And that was a nightmare. Yeah, this is not A+. I'm trading an eval. I'm just trading it to trade it. I'm not worried about this at all. I would take this trade on a funded without a problem. But I'm not saying the trade's like A+. It's trading the range. Declan, the number one thing I would probably say in that situation is I would make sure, like, I would work on life, brother. And I don't mean that in a negative way at all. I just personally, the way I look at it is get everything situated around you first and then look into trading. Because the last thing you want to do is trade while you financially might need money. Little IFEG and SMT from ES, not A+ setup. No, it's not A+. I mean, my criteria, it's not at all. Because we could easily hold this and continue the rally. Easily. Gotat, you will be in that, like, that phase goes for a while. And it's essentially where you're almost near that like break even aspect and you're trying to fine tune a lot of things, which is where I struggled for a while. A lot of people struggle in that aspect. There's just a lot of little finite things you really have to start tweaking at that point. It's where you know enough that it can do damage to you but also like your psychology. Because you're like, oh, I understand this completely. Trading's easy, but when psychology gets involved, that's where it's a pain in the ass. I would just take things slow. Do a lot of reviews on your trades. If you need to, get something like TradeZella, which we're not sponsored by at all. And then just put all your trades in there. See where your losing trades come from, what kind of aligns on those, and then avoid whatever that is. Yeah, market changes all the time. And the last 3 weeks have been a great example. I talked about it when the volatility came in. I said we have to approach this market with a whole new perspective. People who kept the same size when VIX was at 20, 22 versus when it was at 14 before likely got destroyed in the market. Now, what are we doing? VIX is back at 16. We are getting very slow moves compared to what we were getting. We used to get a 30-minute ES trade or like a 30-point ES trade in 10 minutes. Now that's taking majority of the day to get there. So now we're getting back to the lower volatility. Now you just need to be able to willing to either sit in a trade or be patient or just don't trade. But no, market changes all the time. You have to adapt to it. And if you don't adapt, you'll know. You'll know. Yeah, Declan, I get it. I wholeheartedly get it. And like I said, I wasn't trying to come at you for that. It's just I've been in the spot where you're struggling financially trying to trade, and I've worked with a lot of people who have been there. And by working with them, I mean, like, I've just straight up told them, I'm like, look, brother, you need to focus on life first. And I'm not saying you need to, but yeah, if you have a house over your head and you can get an account, then it's good. That's the good thing about prop firms is you can get in the market for cheap in general. Even if you just want to learn, let's say you're not trying to focus on payouts, you're just learning, go towards something like Apex where it's a $40 account. I understand trying to stay emotionless while trading, but how do you balance not caring, but also caring enough to not blow an account? Jeffrey, that's just sizing. And that's where it is. Because in theory, if you're trading correctly, which I have blow up days, I do. I'm not perfect. I've said it in chat before. If you're focusing on sizing, you really, like, realistically shouldn't blow up. And that's what a lot of people do is they'll size too aggressively. Most of the time, if you feel like you care about a trade, size down. And that is probably the biggest piece of advice I can give. Is the second you start caring if a stop hits or if it goes, stop trading. Even like right now, this trade for me, it's on an eval. I'm risking, what would this be? Like 700, I think. I'm risking $700 on an eval when in reality I could easily risk the drawdown of like 1,200, but I don't use daily loss limits a lot for stops. I want to trade this account like it's an actual account where if this works, I'm also not looking to pass it. If this works, it's what, 1,400? So to me, that'd be cool. GoTat, that's just something you're going through at the time. You'll learn patience, and it's just a lot of patience is having the confidence of knowing you'll find another setup. Where people chase trades is they have this self-induced aspect of FOMO in their mind. And I've talked about this before. I don't agree with the word FOMO. I don't. I think it's fully self-induced, so you can avoid getting it for the most part. Like, Chad has seen me get stopped out of trades and then it completely rip in the right direction. And that's just, it is what it is. What would that move out to be? Either the trade didn't work or I just had a bad entry. And now I have to look back on the trade, learn from that, and grow. That's the only thing you can do. Cam, I always tell people as well, if you're not consistent in trading, you should never even think about copy trading. Never. It makes zero sense. Mainly, the main reason I say that is I know people who back on Apex blew 300 to 400 evals because they were copy trading 10 to 20 accounts at a time, trying to get a max payout. They're chasing that max payout win when they weren't consistent. Copy trading, when you're not consistent, all it is going to do is make your expenses grow. There's a lot of people that do it. You would be shocked the number of people who are newer traders and they're like, oh, I just bought 5 accounts to trade together. It makes no sense. I agree you can copy trade after getting a payout. Use that payout to buy more accounts, then work up like that. Oh, that would be me. Right, guy, there's a lot of people like that. Agreed, Blink. There's no positives to it unless you do very well and end up getting it. How much money did you lose prior to being consistent in trading? Around 50,000. Started with 7, grew it to 15 trading shares, grew it to about 17.5 trading options my first 2 weeks. And then all of my commission checks went to my trading account and lost it all. Every penny. That's because I was chasing. I knew enough that it was a negative impact to me. Because when I didn't know anything at all, I made $1,000 a week, thought I was king shit. Then I knew enough to where it was negative just on my whole trading career. And I thought I was right, thought I was hot shit, thought every setup was the greatest, and I would size aggressively. It's something I'm willing to talk about. I have no problem talking about it because that money's gone. Nothing I can do about it now. And a lot of people also focus on the money they lost, which causes people to revenge trade. I've done it in the past, right? Everyone has. For me though, the money's gone. Like that last trade I lost, the money's gone. That account lost almost $400 is what it is. I either make it back or lose 3 more trades on that account and that account's gone. I'm not worried about it. Turned 5K into 35K, then 47, then 2022 came and humbled me. Blink, that's when a lot of people blow up, is when they have their first really big run. Most people's biggest drawdowns come after their biggest wins. And that's when mine did. My biggest loss came after my biggest win ever. Turned 4K into 50K with GME and lost it all. Dude, my barber he had a crazy one. He made like 180K on AMC. Never sold a single thing. Not one. Not a share, not an option, nothing. Lost everything. And he's still holding AMC to this day. The exact same shares. So we went from up like 180 to down like 12 or 15. Ended up with 5K. So technically, Jose, if you started with 3 and ended with 5, you're still green in the end. My brother's still holding GME. Boy, but that's one of the reasons I was glad. I've never traded GameStop. I've never traded AMC. I've never traded meme names. Just because to me, it was gambling at the time and I was trying to learn for the most part. So I was like, not overly interested. And to this day, I won't trade those names. Delusional cult waiting for the squeeze. Dude, GME traders are a straight cult. It's funny because the leader made generational wealth and most of the followers made nothing. Cole, he still trades. He does well now. He just trades shares. He just stopped being degen for the most part in that aspect. He just traded options for a little bit. Me and him talk stocks every single time. I wish someone held me like that. Maybe one day, Vish. Maybe one day. Don't you think it will ever happen again? I don't care if it does. It can. And the funniest thing is people thought it was like power to the people of GameStop, of them squeezing hedge funds in GameStop. They thought they bankrupt hedge funds. Retail traders didn't do shit. Main thing that happened was hedge funds seeing their competition over leveraged and then squeezing the hell out of them to liquidate them. Vilema, I took one loss. And I'm trading an eval right now. That's why I'll never try again. Literally turn off the buy button. They did. Yeah. Robinhood did in fact make it so no one could buy. What up, Trade Wop? How you doing, brother? How many giveaways did we do so far? 3? I think 3. Right, chat? Did we do 3 so far? Jeffrey, you're close, brother. You're one away. That's going to be a good feeling. 3? Bet. Appreciate it, Ollie. Just trying to make sure I give away all the accounts. Polar bear, like 400 to 600, yeah. Depending on the account, depending on what the buffer is. You only did 1. Vish, I think you're lying to me. Do 4 more. Vish, you give me 2 more codes, I'll do 4 more. Oil's still holding the open. At some point it might break. If it breaks, we'll see the indices push aggressively. Moke, make sure you don't miss this one. Yeet Rakes evals today. Yeah, instead of doing the giveaways, I'll just eat those. No, I'm actually trading my own eval. I don't love this. 15 holding, 2 a little buy there. 30 hourly. I don't love this. I don't love structure. Higher lows setting across the board. What account size are you trading? I trade the 50Ks. So the $2,000 in drawdown. That's my preferred account. What's crazy, and this shows you how I trade evals, I'm half tempted to flatten this, even though I'm on an eval. But I'm giving it time. 15 is really strong, but we're only 3 minutes 50 or 3 minutes 10 seconds in. I'm not overly worried about it though. You too, Eldred. Yeah, I don't love this. Oil looks like it might break lower. We're fighting 600. Like I said, if we get over 600, I want nothing to do with shorts. Boy, we're not down an aggressive amount at all. We can easily recover today, and it wouldn't be anything. I mean, today, from the lows to the highs, was 58 points. That's nothing. It's 1%. That ain't crazy. Yeah, digital. I don't love this price action. If I was in a funded, I'd probably just be full cash. Which I'll probably be full cash in a second looking at this 5 minute. Yeah, NQ sold a little aggressive, but you also have to remember the YM is aggressively strong too. RTY is a little strong as well. Not crazy strong, but a little bit. I feel like a lot of people are just mainly focused on NQ because that's what they trade. But you have to remember, tech can easily sell off and the market still go higher. It would just have NQ pulling back. You'll get a divergence between the indices, which is fine. Chat, let's do one more giveaway, shall we? Why not? So you have to type exclamation mark enter in the chat. We'll get you in the giveaway. GC put, I saw gold getting a really strong move. My thing is oil's not moving. It's getting more bearish as well. So that leads me to anticipating this going higher above 600. I'm just going to let this stop go because it's an eval. I'm not too worried about it. I'll see if there's any more trades, though. I have lower conviction. Unless you're taking a long continuation, which could easily work. But chat, exclamation mark, enter in the chat. We'll get you in the giveaway. Hell yeah, Rochi. Love that, brother. Love that. After this chat, we do have one more. And when I give away the last one, it'll be like the end of stream. Which if price stays like this, I don't anticipate that being too much longer, personally. Where's Wilfredo? Dude, I haven't seen Wilfredo in forever. In forever. See you, Vish. Appreciate you, brother. Is anyone in gold longs off the open? That would have been a really nice entry. Up like 16 points. Gold 4 hour looks good. It looks like it wants to go. Tomorrow could be the day. Tomorrow to Thursday. Yeah, 7, I'm green. I was trading the range. I'm on an eval right now, so I'm not trading aggressive at all. I even said it was an A+. I'm not worried. So a little bit of a low risk trade, just on an eval, seeing if it worked. Oil pushing. Yeah. Yeah, market's definitely bullish now. Wholeheartedly. Morning wood wins every morning. Yeah, 4 hour mainly is just trying to see if it can hold. If the 4 hour ends up getting above 600, I like this a lot towards the recent highs throughout the overnight. I'll probably be trading later on, seeing what the market provides. I don't know. We have FOMC tomorrow. I don't know if I'm overly interested. We'll see. Appreciate you, Trade Wop. How do you feel about straight to funded? I don't like straight to funded. I don't like straight to funded at all. Because the risk, it costs so much more for the exact same amount of payouts. Unless you're trying to trade the time aspect of it, where you don't want to trade an eval for a few days, then I get it. But for me, I don't agree with them. I don't love them. Are you going to be an Allen stream? Maybe. We'll see. I should be able to. Should at least be in the beginning part. Yeah, Trade Rob, he gave me 2. He did. Chat, you guys have 20 seconds to enter. It's the lowest number so far today. Maybe other than the first giveaway. Actually, no, it ended. Since I said 20 seconds, I'll open it for 20 seconds. So you get 20 seconds. We should get spiked on this next opening candle. I'd be shocked if we didn't. I'd be shocked. That 15 is strong. I'll be in Ali's chat. I won't be on his actual stream. Sean, make sure you type exclamation mark, not L. Vish, I'll trade after it. I don't trade FOMC though. Love that 1 HP. I love the people that rewatch. Adam, imagine that worked. All right, closing entries. Pick winner. Sham 22234. Are you here? And have you won before? How are you turning now? 29. He's not here and he won before. Yeah, I'm here, haven't won. Cool. Shoot me a DM on Instagram. Let me know when you send it, brother. Congratulations. Polar Bear, what the fuck kind of question is that? And no, I wouldn't. I would not. Adam, right now it's 1 win per viewer until Jake says otherwise. So that's just the life we're living. That is a crazy question, but no. You do. I will give it to you. That is not your craziest question, which is impressive. Appreciate you, Jordan. Day's been good. Can't complain. Yeah, Sham, let me know when you send me a DM. What up, Dev? Appreciate you, brother. No, dude. Their lifestyle is, and no joke, they told me, because we've hired Amish to work for us before. Their lifestyle is they don't think life should be easy. So, no. I don't think it should be easy, but I don't think it should be that fucking hard. Appreciate you growing. Are you in shorts? I am, but I'm on an eval, just taking a trade off the range. Range didn't hold. Shot me a DM. You have the same. I think you have the same profile picture. You do. Perfect. So I don't even need confirmation. Give me 1 second, chat. I'm gonna send him the code real quick.
Feel the night ignite inside. Let the rhythm be your guide. Hearts aligned, we come alive. In this wave, we learn to fly.
There's your code, brother. Congratulations. Chat, we will be doing one more giveaway. Not right now, but we will be doing it.
No more limits, feel the beat. Every moment.
Wait, can't click that button. All right, we're back. So the Amish trade silver. Probably, dude. If they traded, they would probably want to be at the New York Stock Exchange trading it in hand. I mean, polar bear, that's one way to look at it. It's one way to look at it. I gotta stop reading chat. I do. Y'all are going rogue. Market's been too slow. Y'all are starting to go rogue. How can I enter the giveaway? Growing community. On the next giveaway we do, all you have to do is type ! enter when you see the rest of the chat doing it. And you'll be entered. You five guys are awesome. Love it. Hell yeah, brother. Appreciate it. Hope you get that payout. I'm looking forward to seeing you get it. And you better let me know when you do. It should be your B-day every day? No. No. See, I'm not even big on birthdays. At least for me. It's illegal for them to do the stream. It's not, polar bear. Nutty Bar Trading is an Amish YouTuber. He's not pure Amish then. What model you trade? No, I don't trade the MAs. They're just on my screen. I trade multi-time frame analysis and structure. Which is why I was willing to take the short off the range, anticipating it to keep ranging, but we didn't keep ranging so far. Boss, the way they build is crazy. Like, I'm not even joking, because there be like random house fires around here from the Amish, because I actually live in not in, but near a really large Amish community. And they'll have that, like the house rebuilt within 2 days, 3 days. Price action. Yeah, I don't trade ICT. Lamelli, our power hour guy, trades ICT. I don't. Not the code, though? Probably not. It's code to them. That's what matters. They don't care about anything else. Polar Bear, you're thinking of the most extreme. Like the most extreme version. Most aren't like that. Vilma, those are crazy. People don't know. They will literally take their Amish buggies and a car battery and throw 15-inch subwoofers in it at night and just drive down the road with LEDs all around the buggy, blasting music. I will tell you, they throw the craziest parties you've ever seen. My neighbor used to throw, like my old neighbor when I was in high school used to throw them. And they would charge per head per person. It was like 10 to 20 bucks a person. There'd be 400 people there. Of course, brother. What do they play? Everything. They're normal people. Like, they're not completely different. One HP, that wouldn't shock me. They're not actually tight with it. Like, they'll, especially the younger ones, they don't care. Are their electronics horsepowered? No, they have batteries and solar panels. A lot of Amish have phones, everything like that. They're allowed. Polar Bear, this is the most extreme version. Not all. Not most, actually. They don't keep them in the house. They do. They keep electronics in the house. It's kind of crazy because we basically have taxis out here, but they're called Amish haulers. And their entire job, their entire living is just to drive the Amish around when they call them. Yeah, PA Amish are different. Like, there's different types of Amish, fully. Should be stopped out on this 5 minute. This 5 minute looks strong. Oil is rejecting the open here. If it rejects it from below and pushes back lower, we should get the indices to pop through the highs. 7. What's DOL? Draw on liquidity. I would have to get a deeper definition of what exactly you mean by that. You mean what? Just pulled back, tested liquidity down here, held, and then rallying? I just don't use like liquidity in my terms for the most part. And it's probably something that I trade, just a different name for it. Hell yeah, Jose. Love it. Yeah, I think for now, I mean, the retest at 600 gave all the thesis we need. If we end up continually holding 600, this chart's strong. 4 hours closing drastically stronger. Yeah, for the feel of the next move. That makes sense. Yep. I think this can easily go. It's just going to be a lot slower at the moment. But if ES does get continuation, you can look up towards like 615, retest this hourly low, this little pivot here. And then right off of that, I think that'd be a really good target. Should be stopped out there, I think. Yeah. Got wick there. It was worth a stab. What do you think about gold longs on the pullback? I don't trade gold a lot. So like gold's just volatile right now. The biggest thing for me would be this hourly structure. Because if this hourly fails to go higher, we swept this high from New York and we rejected. So I'd like to see us back over that for continuation overall. And then I'd be interested in somewhat of a potential long. Because the 4 hour in theory should not go any lower. Because then you're just getting a big like failure to go higher there. We swept New York highs, push back lower. That's not what you want to see right out the gate. Gold's also volatile and violent, so who knows? Yeah, 7. I definitely lean more upside fully. We need to end of the ceasefire at this point to turn the ship around. I think that's all priced in. I think it's been priced in for a while. Appreciate you, Kyle. Wait. For your style, you're only seeing bullish movements, but you're bearish. Bearish on like the broader structure, you mean? Almost forgot to hit like. Appreciate you, right? I think I'm probably going to hang around for a few more minutes and then we'll call it because I'm just not interested in the price action at the moment. We're not moving much. So even if I get in something, it's probably just going to be sitting around for 30 minutes. I'm not overly eager. Oil's rejecting the open, which is good for longs. Gold's retesting here around 360. If it holds 360, you can look for that long back up to the highs. Structure looks good. That's a beautiful trade, especially if you held for near 400 points. Really nice trade. Up nasty on Zenku long. Blink, where'd you get in again? Down around the open, I'm guessing. Add along the way. That's the way to do it. That's what I like to do when I have conviction. Yeah, 360. Beautiful. Beautiful entry. Little 60 points. Not too shabby. I'd be shocked if we didn't get some continuation. But yeah, next target I'd be interested on ES is like 615s. The only thing I don't love is just these slow methodical grinds up. I don't like trading them at all. Because all it takes is one candle and you're halfway back. No, Blink, I don't like MNQ. I've gotten to the point where if I trade NQ, I'll trade like one NQ. Just because of what MNQ does. I don't like the wicks. See it failed, switch short NQ. Nice. Like it. Seems like a lot of the way you trade is going to be has similar perspectives with the relative strength and weakness between the indices. I'm long targeting 480s, got in a retest of 370. Hell yeah, Rochi. Yeah, Blink, last time I traded it on stream, we got wicked out and it shot like 14 points past the NQ stop because NQ didn't get stopped out and it would have hit. And it was really nice. It was like a 5 or 6 hour trade, so that was unfortunate. And then we were on stream another time and one of those volatility candles popped off. NQ, I think, wicked 35 points. MNQ wicked like 83. When I saw that, I was like, no, I'm not doing it. It ain't worth it. No, if wicks are doing that on the same asset, that's when I'm just going to trade the main asset. That's also why I'm cool trading MES and ES. Go do that. I don't know. I don't trade GC and MGC much. I haven't seen anyone complain about it, so I would assume not. I just know MNQ does it more than anything else. Or no, if it's not showing credit, shoot support a DM. They should get it fixed for you. So why are you scared? Ain't no reason. Are you gonna trade? No, I'm cash right now. You can trade MGC. You got no problem with it. If you're trading MGC and you don't have a problem with wicks, then keep trading it. You're the answer there. How do you deal with giving back profits? If I'm okay with what I'm up on the day, I just quit trading that account or I quit trading in general. I don't try to chase certain P&L numbers. Like even on this eval, for instance, like if that target hit, it would have been 1400. That's not even halfway to passing. So I don't trade aggressive personally. So you just have to remember FOMO is self-induced, right? You get as much FOMO as you let yourself get. And it's once you have confidence that you can find trades again, it doesn't bother you if your stop gets hit. It's part of the job. And also it doesn't bother you if you catch what you can, and then it keeps going. My job in trading is to just catch as much of the move as I can, and I'm willing to catch. And then if it keeps going, it keeps going. At that point, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. Because I can sit there and look back and be like, damn, I should have held. I should have done this, should have done that. The shoulda, coulda, woulda will easily cause you FOMO every single time. All you can do is look back and say, like, all right, what did you do? What could you have done differently? And then take that to the next trade. Learn from it. Don't let it impact your future trades. Appreciate you, Keith. Always, SO. If you're trading a lot of the time, you can easily find 3 trades a day. Easily. Yeah, even if you're trying to hold longer, a good thesis I do as well is take some off. Take a big trim and see what you can do with the runners. See if you can let the runners keep running. Execute on the runners, because at that point, let's say you're in MES. If you're in one MES runner, you're not really going to care too much if it rallies another 10 points, 20 points. And you're not going to have FOMO if it pulls back 10 points. because it's $50. It shouldn't impact you that much. Yeah, 7. I agree, but I feel like that's more so when people understand trading more and do well with it. Too many people do add into losers. I will say that wholeheartedly. So yeah, so that's something I won't do, is move my stop or my take profit farther away. I have it there for a reason. I'm going to let it hit. And then if it keeps ripping, I can look afterwards and be like, all right, this is what I should have done differently, and this is what I can do next time. But for me, I do not like moving my stop farther away. I will move it closer without any problems, or not my stop, my take profit and stop. I'll move them closer, but I will not move them farther. Yeah, agreed, Cole. Because a lot of people, they get in a trade, they're willing to risk what they're willing to risk, and they add into it thinking, all right, yeah, I'm willing to risk this. But initially, if you were willing to risk more, you would have used that position in the first place. And I agree with 7, where if you're adding into winners, like let's say you went long here, and this is a good example. Let's say you went long. You got up to here or here and really loved the chart and you wanted to add into it. The reason I like doing that is because you can add into it and trail your stop a little bit. So you can add into the position, but essentially have the exact same amount of risk on the trade, which is what you want to do versus adding into losing trades. Like if you're adding into losing trades, it's going against you for a reason. I'm still not at the point to add to positions in my trading, barely doing it. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Even if you want to practice adding, let's say you trade 5 micros. Worst case, you can add 1. Don't double your position. Start small. Yeah, 7. I feel like that's like the dream world for a lot of people to do. I think Rachel's a little behind on stream, but we will be doing a giveaway in a minute because I think I'm going to wrap it up pretty soon. But no, that's the best way to do it. I usually run my stops a little wider in the beginning, and then as the trade's working, I tighten them up, is the way I like to do it. I trade really small. Nothing wrong with that. Just work on building your consistency. Over time, you'll get to sizing up a little bit. Then you can start to add into it. Up or down tomorrow, JJ. After this stream session, I'm going to be honest, I do not care about the market until tomorrow's session. I don't trade FOMC. I don't try to anticipate FOMC. It ain't for me. So it's not something I'm over eager to even look at. Thesis I would have is you're either looking at a daily possible 3-bar play where we get the rally up towards today's highs, try to break over that, squeeze towards all-time highs. Or if we end up sitting in this consolidation, it could try to break the lows after FOMC. I'm not looking to build a thesis into it. I also think we're in this consolidation, so there's not clear as day structure and price action. We're like, oh yes, this is guaranteed to happen tomorrow. Seven, that's the thing though, is, and I'm sure you know this, everyone trades different. It may not be a good thing for most, but if it works for you, fucking run with it. And that's what a lot of people need to realize. Yeah, MDC, the biggest thing about trading is just managing risk, which is where a lot of people struggle and a lot of people fail. That's where a lot of people really struggle. See, if you can manage risk and you really think about it, it shouldn't be that hard to at least be break even in trading. Because let's say you have a 2-to-1 risk to reward. You need like a 35 to 40% win rate to even be somewhat profitable. That is very achievable. Are you watching World Cup? No, Jose, I'm not. I'm not a big soccer person or football. Flush it. Eagle, did you short? I'm at the break-even stage. Break-even stage is probably the most annoying stage in the world because there's not big things that you have to change. It's little finite aspects that you have to flip in your trading to get you to where you need to be. And it's not the easiest. Appreciate you, Randy. Seven. I mean, that's the thing though. Like it would come down to your risk to reward. Because if you add to your winners and let your winners run, your average risk to reward on your wins to losses is going to be exponentially better. Because most people, what they do is they trim aggressively. So their winners actually, like if I catch a 5R trade, it's not actually 5R based off my risk because I usually trim around like 2 to 2.5R. And that's where a lot of people differ. I actually want to work into the thesis of adding. I have no problem with it. It's something I've been working on for a little bit. I just don't do it on stream as much because it's more of like a trial and error thing for me. Yeah, Alan, the biggest thing there is just when are you going to tell yourself enough's enough? Because I've said in the past, if someone else that you respected was standing over your shoulder and you had to sit there and watch you overtrade, you probably wouldn't do it. So it's like, when are you going to tell yourself enough is enough and you respect that rule? I get huge runners. Great. That's the way to do it. Because then in that case, too, one win for you can probably make up 10 losers, which is amazing. And Q fighting me, where are my short institutions? MGC, your institutions are probably waiting till tomorrow afternoon with a lot of people. Where do you think NQ is heading? I mean, right basically where it is, to be honest. We have a big range right above us from this end of day. If we break this, we can look towards like 520 to 550. That'd be my next general area if we get continuation. Agreed, Keith. That's a great saying. You change when the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain of change. Agreed. Jose, I just talked about it. If we get continuation 520, 550, if we reject this area, probably just stay in this range for quite a while. And I mean just the broader price action we've had today. Even though we've gotten a decent move, we haven't seen any crazy price action yet. But we'll see. I'm not opposed to it continuing. I'm not opposed to it staying in a range. Anyways, chat, I think it's time to do our final giveaway and wrap up the stream. So with that, I'm going to give you guys 4 minutes on this one as well for the final giveaway. And all you have to do is type exclamation mark enter. Type that in chat and you will be giving your entries. That person typed it before, like a minute before I even sent it, and it gave him an entry. That's crazy. You guys should have pretty good odds now because some people left. Appreciate you, Seven. Have a good one, brother.
Woke up in a sunlit room. Coffee in your favorite cup. You laugh, spill a little on your shirt. Say it's good luck, then brush it off. Bare feet on the cold wood floor. Slow dance while the toast pops up.
Chat, exclamation mark, enter in the chat to be entered in the giveaway. Appreciate you, Preppy. This is going to be the last one, and then we are going to wrap up stream and call it a night. Because the market ain't doing a whole lot.
I want a life just like you. Simple and soft and true. All of my days.
How do you mark resistance zones? Just find pivots on a certain time frame that you want to use. For this stream, I mainly use like 15-minute hourly, somewhere around there. I just look back on the current and prior price action, see where we've been respecting the most, and then draw them around there.
When the dishes stack too high, when the plans don't go just right, you still laugh and pull me close. Say this mess is part of home. If I ever lose my way, write our names in window haze. I'll trace them back to you every time.
Yeah, Jose, I think it can continue. It's just, right now we're testing, is the buying pressure going to be strong enough to give us that continuation? Ali, do you enter the giveaways or have you won before? Jay, you have 45 seconds. And this is one of our lowest number giveaways that we've done. Yeah, so unless Jake says different, then I'm just going by that. So yeah. At some point, he'll say people can enter again. And it's just something he has to say. You still enter. Should be the last few seconds. 5 seconds. So did it change? Yeah, Keith, that's the biggest thing we're just trying to avoid is people winning over and over. Because there's so many people that want to win. Because we've had people actually have their names pulled like 2-3 times. I know Jake has said before that if you win and then your name's pulled again, then you can win. He's told someone that. So that's something. That's the only thing I've heard him say. If he changed anything else, I'll just have to ask him. All right, chat. We're going to pick a winner. Shockingly, there's a very low amount of people that entered. I'll give it to the end of this candle because there's sub 70, which is the lowest we've had in a minute. So if you didn't, you get a couple seconds. You get a couple seconds. I'm being generous. It's the last giveaway of the day. I'm making sure y'all can get in. Couple seconds. You're fine, Ollie. Worst case, it goes up to 75 people. It's still the greatest odds we've had. What accounts are these? 25K Tradify growth. It's your birthday. It is my birthday, so chat can't complain. No complaints from chat. Great odds. You guys have phenomenal odds. All right, but I am fully closing at this time. In 2, 1, close. Didn't even make it to 75. You got 73. This is the greatest odds you guys will probably see. Polar Bear for the final one. Have you won before or no? Thank you, 1 HP. Appreciate you, Mivid. Are you going to cook those steaks for your birthday? I don't have anything thought out, which is the problem. So I'm going to be scrapping for food for my birthday. Yo, he won like 484,000 times. Boy Bear, if you won, you've heard the name before because he's in every single chat ever, which is why you've heard it. Never do I DM? Yeah, you DM. You should know the process. You should. Shoot me a DM, brother. Glad you won, my man. I know you've been here for a long time, so I'm glad you won. See, chat, hard work does pay off. It's just a matter of time. Eventually, you might win. I'm no longer in the I don't win shit club. Yeah, you prestige, brother. You moved up. I'm 0 and 1 million. Well, 1 HP. You could be 1 in 1 million on Alan's stream or on Jake's stream. Who knows? Boy, right. Let me know when you shoot me a DM. Oh shit, that's you? Is that you? Okay, yeah. Oh, dude, hell yeah. I'm happy you won. All right, chat. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and wrap up stream. I'm going to call it. The market's not doing shit. Obviously, I did take losses, is what it is. I'm not worried about it. So Alan streams at 1 a.m. Y'all know that. Y'all know when he streams. Most of y'all are probably there. I'll be back tomorrow post FOMC. I don't plan to trade at all tomorrow. In the slightest. I do not care what the market does. I don't. And it's not worth risk. But I'll be back tomorrow post FOMC. 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll be here. Hope to see you guys. Anyways, y'all have a great rest of your night. Appreciate all the birthday wishes. Appreciate the support. Love you guys. You're the best. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good night. It will be there Thursday. Yeah, market will be there Thursday wholeheartedly.